Oh wow, that's mint.
Hi everybody, I hope you're well. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I created this photograph at Ellie and Emily's wedding at Foxtail Barns in the UK. I'm going to create this photograph using the MagBox Pro 24, a secret weapon, and these fairy lights. So, let's crack on. Now this photograph is taken at a real wedding. I am at that wedding right now. So first of all, I'd like to congratulate and thank Ellie and Emily again for allowing me to come along to their wedding day and make this short little video. Your day has been amazing so far. I've absolutely loved it. Now I am only second shooting this wedding. This wedding is being led by my partner Helen. So thank you Helen also for allowing me to come along and pinch your couple, your amazing couple, for 5 minutes. So before we get into this video proper, I want to share a few of the photographs that I've taken so far at Ellie and Emily's wedding. Say, it's been amazing. I'm only second shooting, but I have loved it. Here are some of my favourites. Oh, as you can see, this has been an amazing wedding so far. So full of laughter, of happiness, of smiles, of tears. I've absolutely loved it. So thank you again, Ellie and Emily, for allowing me to come along and capture your day. Now, the point of me making this video now is because it's still daylight. Unfortunately, the weather, as you can see, is grim. This is not nice weather. I'm going to talk you through this in daylight, but I will be taking this photograph later on in the pitch black. And the reason for that is I want this photograph to consist of nothing else other than obviously Ellie and Emily in the middle of this path here with a light source on them, and then these fairy lights that you can't see very much of at the moment, but when it gets darker, this will look really cool. My plan will be, if I just turn the camera around slightly, to ask Ellie and Emily to stand here. Helen will be lighting them with a MagBox Pro 24 directly above. She'll have that MagBox on a pole, and when you do that and you place it right above the couple and close, the light quality will be really nice, because remember, the closer the light, the softer the light is. Plus, the fall off will be really nice as well when that light source is nice and close. So Helen will be in the frame with the MagBox there, and then the rest of the photograph will consist of these fairy lights. Now, that will look nice as it is. However, I do have a secret cheat code as well, because I want these fairy lights to explode and fill the frame. And at the moment, they won't do that because they're a little bit sporadic, because there's not that many of them. But when I use my secret weapon, the fractal filter, this, when I place it in front of my lens, will just make these fairy lights explode like fireworks. So that's going to be the plan. And again, the reason that I'm talking you through this now is because when I take this photograph, it will be pitch black. Yeah, hopefully that all makes sense. But for now though, I'm gonna go back inside, get out of the rain, and shoot the speeches. I'm really looking forward to this though. I think it's gonna look epic. So just finished shooting the speeches and they were amazing, so much emotion. And I've come back outside now, as you can see, and the fairy light tunnel, that's what I want to call it from now on, just looks amazing now. The only downside is, in terms of this video, I'm going to be shooting from over here, and when I come over here, I don't think you can really see me at all. So I'm not going to be able to get much behind the scenes. So just to very quickly talk you through what my plan is again, and it is raining, so I'm going to have to work really, really quickly. Emily and Ellie will be about here. Helen will be holding a MagBox Pro 24 Octa above them, pointing down. That will have a grid on it because I don't want the light spilling onto the sides of the tunnel. And then I'm going to shoot this on the 35mm f1.8 lens with the fractal filter in front of the lens. Once I've got the shot, and I'm going to have to critique myself carefully to make sure that I have got it, I will then ask Helen to leave the scene. I won't move, I'll stay really still, and then I'll take another shot once Helen has gone out of the scene. And then I will merge the two together to create something that I'm hoping will look really, really cool. So that's the plan. I'm going to go back inside now, see if Emily and Ellie are up for coming out. They said they were, and they are hardcore, so I'm sure they will, and then we'll take the shot. Just so you can see what effect this fractal filter does. I know it's so dark, but here you go. You get this effect like fireworks, so without the fractal filter, with the fractal filter. And again, I'm on my Sony A9 with the 35mm lens attached. I do find that for things like this, the 35mm is the perfect focal length. That's good light, Helen. So 1/25, 1.8, ISO 200. Yeah, cool. Gorgeous, you two. Okay, Helen, last time out. It looks like fireworks.
Oh wow, that's mint. Oh wow.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Now, as I mentioned earlier in the video, my intention for the final photograph was for it to be a composite of two images. One where Helen and the MagBox was in the photograph, as you'll see here, and then a second image where she was outside of the photograph, and I was going to blend those two images together using layers in Photoshop to give me the final result. However, in the end, I actually found that generative fill in Photoshop did such a good job of removing Helen that I ended up just doing that. So the final photograph consists of just one frame, and I used generative fill to remove all the distracting elements. So I edited the photograph first of all in Lightroom, and then I did all the removing of the distracting elements in Photoshop, mainly using generative fill. I am really pleased with the end result that we got here, and I feel as though this photograph really illustrates the importance of having your light source really close to your subject, especially when you have a grid on a MagBox like this, because it really limits the spill of the light and it just concentrates the viewer's eye on where we want it to go, in this case on Ellie and Emily. And I also think as well it's a great advert for the fractal filter. Now, this video is not sponsored by them, and I bought that filter myself, but the fractal filter here really transforms what would have been a very nice photograph into something very different and very unique, and I think it worked really, really well here. So thank you again to Ellie and Emily for allowing me to make this video on their wedding day. A massive congratulations to you both again, and also thank you, Helen, for allowing me to come along to your wedding and pinch your amazing couple for a couple of minutes. As always, if you've any questions about anything I've done in this video, please do let me know in the comments. Thank you very much again for watching, and I will see you next time.